Welcome back to Sit Back and Relax. In this episode, we're continuing with Jurassic World Evolution 3, building an alpine-inspired park on the Canada biome. Today, I want to focus more on scenery, some forest, elevation, and really letting the landscape guide the build. So there's no rush here, we're just taking our time and enjoying the process. Whether you're watching or just listening in the background, I'm glad you're here. So let's get started. Alright, we are on the beautiful biome on Canada, I believe. It's gonna be a lot of fun to build on this map. I can already tell. I don't think it's too big of a map. Let's see where we want to start here. It's not a bad area. Okay. This isn't too bad either. I think it would be pretty ideal to have, because they both have this funnel that goes into this main area. I think I'm gonna do it right here. I'm gonna have the arrival point in this area because we can build the employee staff area around here and then just have the guests come through there. It's too bad that I can't build onto this area, but that's okay. We'll make it work. Sorry, just adjusting the seat. Okay, we'll do that. And then my goal is to build as much of like an alpine type of scenery as we can get. So let's get started here. Is this my alp? I got a few blueprints off the workshop and I'll try to do my best to make sure I add the download codes for them, so you guys can check them out yourself, because I think some of the work people have done are amazing. Maybe a little bit back here. Yeah. Be kind of cool. You just come in here and then, you know, water's right there as well. Yeah, that should work. I think, let's see here. Last time we had done this in the last episode, the classic luxury main. These are all the same, right? There's no like staff kind of path. Cobblestone. You know what? I think rustic is going to be our best bet here, especially for the kind of map we're going for. Gonna have to get rid of this water. Here we are. Make sure we got all that. Okay. Actually, just to make it easier on us, we'll clear up a little path here. And a lot of these trees, I really do like them. So I'll add them in because it really does kind of fulfill the whole alpine look. And it'll, like, especially filling these kind of trees in, these, I believe they're like pine trees, they really do fill the gaps. Okay, that gives us a little idea of where we're gonna build. Okay, now, assuming this helicopter ride was pretty far, I don't see anything like that would be close in the distance where the guests are coming from, so they're gonna want to use the bathroom for sure. Guest, I believe, yeah. And I'd get to show off my first ever blueprint that I ever made for the game. I was just trying to get a hang of how to build in the game, and honestly, it's really easy. I found it to be a lot easier than Planet Zoo, and reminding me a lot of Planet Coaster too. So just good to show off my first build. It was I can't wait to do more stuff and build things that are similar to this, because this is amazing. I mean, they have a pool at the arrival point, which is so cool. And yeah, I really like it. And I love the new windows. I just learned about this. I didn't know that you can... Let's go into customize. Yeah. So if you click this, you've got these options to change it to anything you like. It could be like a blurred blind. This is what it looks like normal originally. And then they had hotel one. Yeah. I think that's so cool. I wish we had that in Planet Coaster 2. Because then I love building these kind of windows that are see-through, and then you have to make a scene behind it. That right there saves so much time. Alright, so we have our bathroom, and I think a visitor's... What is it called? I think it's called... Visitor Center, yes. I think that'll go really well right here. Did I get... Yes, I did make a... I didn't make this, sorry. I got this off the workshop. I got several alpine blueprints off the workshop because I thought, you know, and I'll do that for like these, you know, more relaxed, not too rushed, easy builds just to complete the look. And then I'll start to also make my own blueprints, which I can't wait to do. Pat there. Where is... There it is. Perfect. Okay. We're getting... It's almost getting there. I mean, with 3 buildings, we're almost there, right? Wow, this is great. Now that the snow is kind of fading away too, you can really see the buildings. You guys are really in the sun, sitting in that snow, huh? Just don't care. Wow, that's wonderful. It's gonna be a lot of that today, where I just admire people's builds. Okay, so as we come out here, I'm thinking, let me just make the path that I want to go, and maybe we make either a power... What is it called? Yeah, power station right here, and we could do a staff zone here, and right here, do we? I have to keep in mind for a hatchery. I think hatchery could easily go right here. Let's put that hatchery in, just so I can get an idea of what we're working with space-wise. Let's do that, maybe. See if this will be okay. And we'll go ahead and connect this. Perfect. Let me take care of that power too here. Let's get... How far back can I get this? Right there. How does this work again? Does this not power? Okay. I see. I gotta put down the substations, right? Yep. And... less. No, if putting down the path does not power for now. If I put it here, no. Go ahead and place that there. Did I connect that? Awesome.
Our restroom is now open to
what did I do?
For whenever nature calls.
My bad, guys. Okay. Try that again. Perfect. And then if I take this. Get another substation right here. Can this reach? Alright, I'm getting a better hang of running electricity. Awesome. Wow, it's really looking cool now that the daytime is going, and It's not snowing or raining. Is this in, because we're in Canada, is this, what is that national park called? Banff. Is this Banff National Park? Is that what this is inspired by? Because it's kind of giving me that kind of vibe that this might be Banff. It's a place I would love to visit one day on my bucket list. Okay, so we'll have the path. I want to build a whole staff area there, so maybe we don't have the path come out too far that way. I just remembered we have our hatchery too. Really got to keep an eye on all the details. Okay, let's get the wall here all set up just so we know what we're working with. I learned a lot about this in the last episode, especially towards the end. If you guys had seen some of the chaos that had happened at the last like maybe 20 minutes of the episode. Oh man, that was fun, wasn't it? So I'm gonna do invisible just because I think I can really not just like I can put any kind of dinosaur, because now we know T-Rex requires a level 6 fence. You can kind of build your own borders with the invisible fence as well. We really don't need it that large, do we? And then right here we can actually go ahead and add a heavy fence. What is it connected? Is that it? Okay, perfect. Awesome. That's all good to go. Let's go ahead. We can't actually synthesize a dinosaur if we don't have staff or scientists, so I'm gonna go ahead and make a staff building right over here. Yep, there we are. Do I have an alpine? Do not. That's okay. This kind of gives a little alpine vibe with the water tower there. Go ahead and situate you kind of in the back there. I think that should be fine. And probably the response team right over here. And maintenance will go right. Maybe I can make a little plaza with them. Okay, let's see if we can make a nice like, path thing. Pathing is quite different in this game than the other games. Or it's pretty similar to Planet 2, I guess. Okay. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And then we'll put some trees here and there. And we need some power. Let's get a... How much will this power this area? Should. Not really. It's not that in the way. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Not sure how. Okay. Needs to first settle down. Then we'll come around here. Just keep this going. And we'll get some of our essentials. Oh, it's raining. Hope there's no storm coming. Although, we don't really have guests walking around, so we should be fine. We've got staff, we've got maintenance, response. Now we need a medical. This is important. Okay, that's our limit. We can probably tuck this in back here. Nice. And maybe we can have control center. You can put, doesn't tell me what it does. I have to remember what certain things do. I do need the marketplace, so suppose we could do something like this. I wonder if I can tuck a substation back in there. Okay. And instead of having multiple paths, why don't we do something like this? Nice. I think by doing that, we give ourselves some space to maybe put trees, foliage, or anything cool for the guests to see while they're walking about. Okay, I need to hire scientists. Staff center, there we are. Now let's get someone with a pretty good spread of skill, right? So Bradley here's got that. Aranum? I'm not even gonna try. Arya. Let's see who else we have. 4 on genetics is not bad. Saria? Maybe. Anna seems like a good hire. They had like 2, I think 4 on welfare. Catherine. Yeah, I think I need more genetics and welfare than logistics at the moment. Let's see. I don't know how many more I'm allowed to hire. Maybe 1 or 2 more. Noah looks like they would be a good hire, and looks like I get 1 more, assuming. Let's do Bobby. Bobby looking a little serious. Bobby's not here to mess around. Okay, I can do 1 more scientist. Oh, wow. Adila? Is that how you would pronounce Adila? Adila's got a 5 on welfare. I don't think I've seen a +5 on the skills before. Let's do that. Hope I'm saying their name right. No crowds. Yes, we need to do that. So while we get everything else like situated, let's get a dinosaur ready. And who will be the first dinosaur? Let's definitely start out with the herbivore. Something tame. Greet the guests for the park, basically. I think... I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try my best not to bully some dinosaurs like we did last episodes. Like the Dryosaurs. The poor Dryosaurs. I was too mean to you last episode. How do you say that?
Dinokairos.
Dinokairos. I forget to see this too. I can definitely read off there. The sounds you are making does not match your body type. I don't... Alright, I guess we're hating it this episode too. I'm so sorry. This is the Lokiceratops, right?
Lokiceratops.
Yeah. I have to. Giving me a lot of like nostalgia seeing this kind of dinosaur as a kid. This is a female. Let's see. Oh, that's so cool. I'm gonna do that. And for pattern, they all look really cool actually. So we'll do random pattern. And for the males, I do like that. This is too similar to the females, so we'll stay away from the greens. Maybe looking a little angry there. Oh, that's cool. It's either between this or the Yukon River color. I think I'm going to go with that. And we'll do the same random. Save and exit. And we'll go ahead and begin. Perfect. Okay. Quick synthesize and then off we go. Alright. No genetic, no negative traits. Alright. Male and a female. Cool. Alright. So while that goes, we will go ahead. We need to get their enclosure ready. And we need some power here. Wow, that rain is coming down. Okay. That should be fine, right? Perfect. Keep this going. Hope I'm doing this right. Okay. It's looking a little busy with the wiring, the pylons, but I think when it comes to effectiveness, this probably is the best. We'll get into generators as we go. And I think after looking at the map, we've got our staff zone here. And I think the best thing we can do is put another staff zone here so that they can have both will be able to easily access this large area, as well as we can place maybe dinosaur habitat there and maybe right here. I wonder if it'd be so cool if I can have the habitat be here and the guests somehow are able to walk through it. Or do we put two small ones to make that look like they're walking through? Oh, you know what? Sometimes I forget that I can do certain things. What if I made a certain mountain pass and the dinosaurs were under the mountain? Let me try that. Let me make sure I'm not just getting too ADD on anything and forgetting something I need to do. Got the bathrooms. I know I'm gonna need some more guest. Yeah, that's too much red. Okay, we need amenities. How are we doing? How is it possible for us to have 100% on these two? That's strange. We need a hotel and we need some food, drink, and shopping as well. And I do want to add more scenery in the parks because that's something I like to do in these type of simulation games. So since this is our entrance, we got the bathroom right there. Let's see what kind of blueprints we've got. Oh, you know what actually? What if we had a fountain right here? I think that would be really cool. Are those fish? What is that? I don't know what that art piece in the middle is. That's cool. It's like if I keep rotating that, it's like the gene. Oh, I think I'm gonna go with this. This is cool. If I enlarge it, will it start to separate? Yep. How much? And then if yep, perfect. Maybe we can place that right here as a guest come in. Is that? Yeah, that's on the ground. Okay. And let's keep filling up some of those gaps. Looks a little too tropical. Path dressing. So they got a vending machine. That's cool. Yeah, let's do this. This is kind of cool. Okay. Okay. Alright. I like it. And this is looking pretty empty. So let's go ahead and... not lamps, but can I add maybe... You know what, first let's do this. Let's add some trees. Would this be... what would look like the pine trees that we already got? Yeah, is that it? Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Let's get some pine trees to make it look kind of nice here. Cover up some of that staff area. Give our staff some privacy as well. And actually, I do want the guest to be able to see into this enclosure. We'll just add a few right there. I'm sorry to the pilot of the helicopter. You're gonna have to avoid some trees. I'm so sorry. Okay. And let's go ahead and add something here, because I don't want to add trees there. I feel like it'll block too much for them. Let's go back to our blueprints. Go to tropical. Yeah, I do like this, but that tree is very large. It's pretty cool. Oh my goodness. That's the size of our visitor center. Damn. Wow. That's amazing. I could definitely go near the lagoon. That's for sure. Not very alpine themed. Cool, but not very alpine themed. It's definitely has that mythology inspired theme on it. This is the Badlands set. Let's see. Be kind of random just to... I mean, I like that. I would definitely... I don't know how I got back up here. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's not get too stuck on this. I could just add some seating, right? What is this? Dino Center? And they can go right through that? What is... Yeah. I guess there's a way to put a path in there. It'd be cool if I had thought that out, because I could have placed that right here and have two paths coming on both sides. We could definitely add this somewhere else. Yeah, I guess we're gonna... Oh, I really want that. I'll have to find a way to get rid of those tropical bushes on the side. Entrance is here, but they can, yeah, they can see from right there. Let's do that. Okay, and go ahead and delete this. We'll add our own bushes that fit the overall theme we're going for here. I got everything? Cool. Now, where do you find that? Lanterns? Foliage. There we go. Can I search? Because this is a taiga map. I wish it wasn't so highlighted. Maybe if we place it down. Yeah, I like it. That's cool. The red on there matches the red font. Works pretty well. Okay. And what else do we have here? Is that the same? It's a little too, like, intimidating. To be honest, I'm only putting bushes here because there were bushes. I probably didn't even need to do that. Maybe I can... Is alpine a thing? It is. I didn't even spell it right. That's cool. Okay. Are these alpine power strips? Did I just place two there? No. We're good. Maybe in the corners here? These look pretty nice. I like them. Yeah. This works, right? I think. I honestly should just add... I could do something here actually. Something I'm forgetting is you don't have to add trees. We can add bushes. How do these look? I like that. Yeah. It's not overly colorful. Should work for us. A few here. Okay. Pretty good start. I like it. Now, how does this look from the ground view? Let's find out. Not too intimidating of an entrance gate. Pretty small. That looks really cool. And the bushes, yeah, I think they're not too much. Here's the bathroom. Yeah, okay. We got our fountain. And I really like the backdrop of the snowy mountains. And the pine trees, everything just goes so well. Awesome. You don't really see the hatchery too much, but if there's dinosaurs walking, I really wish the camera wasn't so finicky. I'm going to figure out how to make a first-person view not look so finicky. Okay. We'll cover those up, but yeah, I like, you see how it's, you can't completely see it. You do see it, that's for sure, but it's a little bit tucked away. I really like that. Okay. We're off to a good start. Now, I wanted to cover this up. And I can definitely add some amenities right here just to pull away the eye, like the focus, the eyesight from this area. I did download some alpine, like food, drink, shopping kind of things. Pine bar, viewing. I think this might work well for us here. Right here it would have power, but here it will not. That's okay. Put this right here. Yeah, let's do that. You can definitely put two. Maybe we can have like a plaza or something right back here. Nope. Perfect. And you need power. Maybe for this. No, I haven't used this before. The repeater substation receives and then provides power to structures in a radius without pylons. But as long as it's in that, so it does need some sort of power. It could be tucked back here, right? And it'll give power to, yes, awesome. So as long as it's in the radius of another power source, it will work. Great. Now, my other idea of adding something here. This is, okay, amenity, so that means food, drink, and shopping. Do we have plazas? We've got these, but I don't know if this one is one I downloaded, but it's a little too large. That is, I think that's just probably best for the lagoon area. Oh, I definitely got stuck on it. Okay. Yeah. What was it saying there? That thoroughfare? Obstructed by. Okay. How does this look I do want to see what that looks like. Did not know we can go over the fence like that. And okay, it's Amenity. Definitely will need to be raised next time we think about adding it. Yeah, it looks like there's a path that leads up to it. I think it's right there. Yep. Okay. It's good to know. I keep getting sidetracked. Now, making a path in this game or to make a plaza is not going to be easy. But I think we'll figure it out. It has to be so... Okay. Yeah, very, very doable. Awesome. And you'd want a little bit of a separation, not just like immediately path and then that. So let's put a fence in. Do we have already made fences? Ones that don't look like they're supposed to keep out some dinosaurs? I like that. I do like that a lot. We're gonna have to look into that. And I believe to rotate, yes. There we go. What if I did this? Yeah, perfect. And can I have the other just pillar? Is that a thing? Yes, it is. Awesome. Do I have a line to service on? No, I do not. There we go. Angle snap up. There we go. Perfect. Nice. And we do need to add this over here as well. Just straighten it out. Perfect. Oh, no, not perfect. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Guests aren't really walking on to this area, right? I think we just wanted to separate the path from this. And now we need those tables. I think these should be perfectly fine. We'll get a few of the two-person tables here. Get a few of those. Should rotate them. Is that too many? Feels like it's too many. And they will need... Oh my goodness. Should I have... No, that thatched... That's what that's called, I believe. Thatched roof is too tropically. Be cool if I had like a coffee thing back here, right? Is that something that I can do? Drinks, small... Oh, that's food. There it is, small drink, alpine bar, there's a community. This does say alpine, huh? Yeah, we can do this. Maybe right here? Yes. It's definitely a little different, but we still have our wood accents, wood and tiled roof, wood trim. Yeah, I like it. Now, I wonder why guests aren't sitting on these tables. I thought they just automatically show up. And why are guests not walking... Or maybe they don't start walking yet? I'm not sure. Is our park open? Yes, it is. Oh, I want to change this. I didn't do that to my staff zones and all that. Our staff doesn't get that, but yes, response. Last time we had done the Jurassic Park, but we are in an alpine setting. So let's see. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, either we do Lost World or we did that last time. That could work. US Fish and Wildlife. Oh, why do I like that? I really want to do that. Malta. Badlands. I think we're going to go for Lost World. And for our vehicles, let's keep the theme going. Lost World. Yes. And our ATVs that drive erratically. We don't have Lost World. Okay. Let's see. Vegas blue. Vegas red. Yellow could work. I would like my guests to see these guys driving over the speed limit. Coming at them, trying to run them over. You guys saw that in the last episode, baby, where I may have reacted to their behavior. I think Vegas yellow works. And I need to remember to do this as well. Additional maintenance and task scheduling. Task scheduling is increase the number of tasks in patrol. Yeah, that'll be very handy for us. And do the same thing here. Additional ranger team. And task scheduling. Is that different here? And here? Okay. Cool. We're really getting along here. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the same thing. Ooh, very military-esque. I don't know if I like that. Let's see. I like that it says mobile veterinary unit. Oh, I like. Okay, I think we might do biosyn for the medical units. Just seems fitting with the alpine vibe. We get an extra additional MVU and task scheduling. Awesome. Okay. I'm wondering. I wonder when do the guests start walking once I've got a enclosure going? I think that's what it's gotta be. Our dinosaur's just waiting, so let's get there. Let's get that taken care of. I'm just looking if there's anything else I'm missing here. Hope not. Okay. I do want to cover this up, so let's do that. Is that a little, just too much of a cluster look? Yeah, I think it is. That's good. It really does add a lot, right? These bushes and trees. Okay. Alright, so I'm thinking we kind of raise the path over here. Yeah. You guys are going to experiment with me right now. This is raise. Let's see. And maybe I can build the enclosure under this. But for now, I just want to get the path over it. Let's see how this is. See if it works. I feel like the idea I have might be better if I have the path just going along. And then yeah, that's a little kind of janky looking with that just gap in there. And I don't know if this is actually gonna... Might need to smooth this out too. Although this just... Might be able to fix that. Let me see if I can smooth that. I can. Okay. Good to know. That's something. Although this is not gonna work, it looks like. What if it went to the side and then... No? Let me make sure I can even go under this. Although... Yeah, okay. I think I know what I did wrong. Because, you know, the enclosure does still need to go over this, right? It's not going to really work. So... It's probably best to just... have the path keep coming along and then dig down and have the enclosure. And have the... I believe we have the Lokiceratops. Will that fix our thing that we did? Yes, it will. Oh. It's like a wave coming along. Oh. Are we doing too much? Looks like we are. Okay. Alright. So maybe we do that. Maybe we have the path come all the way through. Right through the middle there. And we probably just dig down. I really want to experiment with different things that we can do because I would love to build a full-on park. Everything from scratch. And then, you know, share that for you guys to check out. Something I love doing in Planet Coaster too. Is it path? Okay, let me do this first. And then see... Yeah, the path is going to move along it, huh? I'm really going to have to figure that out. I don't know if you guys are trying to get the idea I'm going for. I would like to have the enclosure right under the path. Maybe I need to do this first and then bridge the path along? Maybe that's something. Yeah, that's just... How do I not adjust to terrain? Is that the thing? No. What happens when I do that? Yeah. I don't think our idea is gonna work, guys. I don't think it's gonna happen. I will figure that out. I'm not giving up on that idea. I just don't want to spend too much time on it and then an hour goes by and we're just still working on digging a hole and you guys are like, he's still there? He's still trying to make a path work? Okay, that's cool. Let's go ahead and clear this up for ourselves so we know where we're going. We'll go ahead and make... I think the best thing we can do with this space is put a hotel there. And we'll have the enclosure start right here. Yeah, because we got our hatchery here. Some dinosaurs will be spending some time. The guests will be able to check out. That's where it was. Gate. Probably right here. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that.
Attention
And
personnel. We have detected power outages across the site. Available personnel, please respond.
what do you mean power outages? What do you mean? No one told me about a power outage. Terrain too steep. What if I went kind of slowly? I know what I need to do. I need to smooth that out. No, that is too big. Cool. And I hope you guys are enjoying the thought process going into building these types of parks. For now, you know, this is a lot of me figuring out how Jurassic World's like mechanics of building are. Although I learned a lot in the last episode, especially with the fences. You guys may have seen the last couple, maybe last 20 minutes of the last episode. If you haven't, check it out. It was some of the most chaos I've ever experienced in a game like this. Across all Frontier games. You know, from Planet Coaster, Planet Zoo, everything. But it was so much fun too. So I can't even be angry about it. And we'll have it just kind of straight out. I think what I can do is... Seeing the water here gives me an idea. Before I go there, let's finish this and then I'll move over there. I have to remind myself not to get distracted. So I think I can fit a substation back there. Let's hope I can. Bring this here. Okay. Yes, I can. Awesome. And that powers the rest? Great. Okay. One thing I didn't do was add a security camera here. Dinosaurs aren't going to be spending too much time in the hatchery, but we just want to be sure. Sign. Cool. Okay. Now we can release these guys. So I found that it is a lot easier, right, to do the via airlift releases. But this is the first dinosaur for the episode. We're going to do a traditional release, and then after that we'll keep doing the airlift releases. Unless it's a really cool dinosaurs and we have to see it in slow motion, then we'll do that. But being that this is the first one, wow. And I'm so happy we went with the Lokiceratops. They're stunning. Wow, I can seriously stare at dinosaurs all day.
One of my absolute favorite dinosaurs, the Lokiceratops. When you hear that name, no doubt, you think of the Norse trickster god Loki. The curved horns at the top of the dinosaur's iconic frill are pretty similar to the curved horned helmet that Loki is often shown wearing, leading to that legendary namesake for this legendary addition to the site.
Did not know that. That's so cool. I hope that's true. That they were... Did I hear that correct? I was kind of a little bit distracted on tranquilizing our dinosaurs. But the Lokiceratops is named after Loki from Norse mythology. And that's so funny because I'm actually reading a Norse mythology book that I got from Barnes & Noble maybe 2 weeks ago. I think a little longer than that. But I've been enjoying that book. And I think in like a chapter or so we're going to have, not we are, but I think there's something about Loki in it, so I can't wait to get to that. That's so cool. That makes this dinosaur so much cooler now. They were already awesome, but the backstory, that's wow. Incredible. Okay, so once they get in here, we do need to dress up their habitat to make sure it matches what they need. And we also need some viewing galleries. Okay, don't know what that was. Maybe we get one right here. It is coming down on the rain. Okay, I hope we don't have a storm happening.
Transporting asset.
I think we can get it here. Would be pretty cool. Nice. I don't think I need it to be that large, right? Okay. And perfect. And I do want to add another one right on the inside. You guys remember there is a log viewing gallery. I think this is so cool. Be a little bit tucked in the back here. And we can probably place right here. Will that take the space of the lagoon? Yeah, I don't want to take too much from that. I could definitely put a power unit here, so this can power that. Let's do that. Cool. Path, and let's get power back here. This time we can do a generator. Can the pylons come that far? You know what? No, let's do a generator. We're gonna need quite a bit of power. I'll have to cover that up.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing gallery.
I don't know if I like that.
So
you have this beautiful view, and then you just have this electrical power unit right there. How lovely, right? Okay. Are our guests walking around, or anybody? Staff, employees, anybody? What is going on with that? I'm hoping there's something I'm not, like if I'm missing something, or because even our bench is here. Is it the path? This is the path we had done last episode. If I stick the benches, like that pat dressing they had. Yes, this one. Pull the gas. Nope. I don't think should be a problem with this path, right? Okay. More guests have arrived. Let's see what that does. Speed that up. Let's see if they start walking into the park. No? We've got 33 guests, right? Let's see here. We have 87 guests. Maybe it's because of our dinosaur appeal. That could be the reason. Shopping coverage, food coverage. Okay. It could be all this right here, and that's why we're not seeing why guests are coming out. Yeah, let's do that. Let's take care of that right now. I'm gonna quickly pause just so you know I didn't forget you guys. Oh, you take a little break. That's it. Tell me that's not a picture right there. It's a very picturesque moment. Wow. Okay. I think they realized I was kind of creeping on them. They're like, let's get away from this guy. Okay. I think I can, because we have this. I guess that doesn't satisfy food and, what was it? Food and shopping coverage and transport, restroom coverage, shelter coverage. Okay, we should get our shelter done. I don't know how I have accommodation. I never put a hotel down. That's strange. Let's go ahead and take care of this first. Small drink. No, we actually do have small drink. Excuse me? Yeah, that's 99%. Okay. Food. There it is. They can take their food over to our little plaza. Yeah. And where do we want our shelter? Should be close enough to major areas, right? So this is one area. Let's go ahead and put a hotel right here. I think I had downloaded an Alpine hotel. This is one right here. Oh, that's so cool. Oh my goodness. Am I allowed to place that on a mountain, kind of? Is this doable? It is doable. Oh, that looks so cool. Because when I think of a hotel in this type of theme or style that this has been done, I kind of imagine it on a little bit of a raised platform like that. Did I? Yeah, that's one we've been doing. Okay, and we need power to that. Let's go ahead and get a substation in. Not gonna be the best looking. Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your comfort,
Okay.
we've increased the hotel capacity of the park.
And we need shelter. Let's make sure we take care of our shelter as well. Okay. So we need a shelter, and I think being near the hospital, hotel is the best option. What kind of options do we actually have? What is this? That's cool, but I think with the wood, not really wood, but that corrugated maybe roof pieces still goes with the, not really, but it should be fine. I should stop overthinking so much on placing down pieces, because you know, I'm gonna get stuck on things for no reason, and then we're just like, we're having moments like this where now this looks like a rock slide place happened here. Definitely seems natural. You know what? That works. It totally works. A rock slide just, you know, at some point had happened, and then somehow this had. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Doesn't really. I don't know if it's very normal for nature. Maybe that will make it normal. I say normal, but you know, nature's gonna do what nature does. Okay. I am not the biggest fan of that. Yeah. Okay. The tree just appeared when I did that? That's so weird. I mean, I think it's cool how the game's terraforming has been done. Okay. We will take care of you guys. This is a big mishap on my end. You need quality check. And we'll also get you a security, since I think you guys will probably be more over here. Although you're hanging out over here right now. Since we have one right here, right? Maybe in the corner here. That can't hurt. Perfect. Let's go ahead and assign our teams. And maintenance. And there's one more. Yes, this is so that they will actually do status check on our dinosaur friends. Well, that's not fun. It's not going to be really easy to put a pylon there, so this is getting quite a bit of range there, right? Go ahead and delete that. Could actually put a security camera over here. I don't know why I didn't think about that before. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. And there's power to it. Perfect. Okay. I actually should keep an eye on that, because I think these guys have limits on how many places they can be assigned to. Alright. Does this make our guest happy? Shopping coverage. So what does Amenity do? It doesn't fully cover it, huh? I mean, I get it. Food coverage, but satisfaction rating is so low. That's just not good. Restrooms, we need to add more. Shelter, we just added one, so I think restrooms is what's hurting this right now. They will need one when they, come out of this plaza. So we will take care of that for you. We kind of tuck it back here. Is that something that can be done? Or do we place it here? I think we place it over here. Let's get a blueprint one in. Yeah, I think this is cool. Yeah, that should be fine. What was that
Ladies and
noise?
gentlemen, our restroom is now open to use for whenever nature calls.
Oh, that's the gate. I'm like, sounds a little intense, no? Okay, how are we doing? In shopping coverage. Yeah. We'll take care of that right over here. Is there small? Maybe we can get a community creation for this? Oh, I like that. That's so cool. Jurassic Traders. I know it's probably not themed after that, but it reminds me of like Trader Joe's. Just the name. Okay. That should be fine. And then we just don't have power. Okay. We do have our pylons right here. Go ahead. Keep that going. I believe we just put a substation right here. Right where our rock slide had happened. Because, why not? Yes, there we go. I'm really getting the hang of that. I love it. Okay, now how are we doing here? Economy's looking good. We need to make sure we keep an eye on those things. These we definitely will bring up as we get deeper into the park, so not worried about that. We're playing Jurassic World and we've got one dinosaur and a lot of buildings. So let's help that ratio. Let's make it better. So I'm gonna get a lagoon going as well, but right now I really haven't seen the Velociraptors, and I really would love to get that in right now. Actually, let's do that. These guys are so cool. We had all our comments on you last time, so we'll keep them to ourselves. Wow.
Utah Raptor.
Okay, so sounds like what it says. I was like, is it like the state Utah? But it really is. Okay. Why? Were there fossils found in Utah maybe? Is that something we can find out right now? Yeah, okay. They lived in the Utah region. Fair. That's very fair. Where's that creeper? Where is he? I know you're here somewhere. I mean, you are also, but there's one. If you guys remember, here he is. Oh, chills. Not the good kind either. Oh. Nope. We're going for the classic Velociraptor. All right. That's very intimidating. That sound they make takes me right back to the first Jurassic Park movie. I really like that. It's a female. Last time we had done random a lot, and that was kind of fun. We'd get a surprise, so I'm gonna do that again. Wow, that doesn't look intimidating at all. Okay, let's do random and random. Begin task. Alright. That's not going to take too long. We'll get them incubated and then go look at our intolerant, intelligent, aggressive. Female. Oh. Let's see which one looks cool. Ooh. Yeah, I like the eyes. Okay, we'll do that. Perfect. Okay. And we're gonna need a lot of them. So let's go ahead and get another Velociraptor actually. It's still on random? Yeah. I do need 2 scientists. And then I have an idea for their enclosure.
Synthesis procedure complete.
Oh, we got 3 more now. Okay. You have 0 positives. Okay. That's just great. Oh, that's cool. I love the pattern. We're gonna do that. Ooh, you really look like a tiger there. I do like that. We already have a male that looks like the other one. Alright, we'll do 2 females and 1 male. Really? You had 0 positives? I wonder what... Oh, I'm scared. I really am. Because they're intelligent too. And... Okay, security is a 5 fence. Remember that, guys. We need a 5 level fence for them. Let's help out our friends over here. I know you guys aren't probably the happiest. I want to get you a nest as well. Let's do that first. Because... Can you imagine some baby Lokiceratops? It's not... They're not really being viewed by the guests there. They got some privacy right here too. Okay, and you need water too. I'm noticing that there's 0 water here. Where can I put water? I think right where the guest viewing area is. I think that'd be kind of cool. Okay. And ground fiber. Let's go ahead and replace these, right? Oh, I don't know if I like that. Is that... Yeah, those are pine trees, right? Okay. And... we do need wetland. Kind of blocking our camera over there, but I think it should be fine. Try not to block our viewing gallery here. Oh, you need a lot of wetland. Yeah. If I can cover those up, yeah. Once they claim the nest, we'll start to see probably a few more Lokiceratops. Do I maybe put a marsh right here? We're not really seeing it right now, right? Because it's in the snow as of right now. Almost there. Cool. Maybe get a few bushes in there. Great. Okay. That means they need more, right? So... I always forget to do this. Additional bay, that's a thing, right? Yes. And okay. I want to get another Lokiceratops because they do need more for cohabitation just to be happy. Perfect. We'll get them, we'll airlift them all the way over there. Be pretty fast. Okay. 20 seconds. All right. And where am I? I'm all turned around. Right here. Okay. Let's go ahead and place. I had an idea. Where's your gate? Here it is. If I come into blueprints, I had seen this earlier. I hope I can find it again. There it is. This was the cave we saw earlier, like the rock cave. I wish there was an exit. I could probably actually delete the rock back there and make the exit. Although this might work pretty well actually. So I thought if we put this on the gate. Yeah, I don't know why. I really like that. And if I can just edit this. Or no, actually, I like this side. Yeah. Duplicate. Go ahead and turn it around. Or, you know what? What do you guys think? I think that's why I wanted to go for the invisible fence, because it lets you do things like this. And then go ahead and turn that around. Just go right about here. Definitely, a little too much repetition, right? I wonder if no, just to break it up a little bit. It looks a little weird. Yeah, I'll definitely think of something better, but just that wall of rocks kind of looks nice. And then over here, they got the wall of trees. And this gate right here, I think that looks great. I can actually create okay, so as we have our own rock section. My goodness, that is a big rock. Okay, let's see here. How much of the guest view is this actually blocking? I don't think I checked that. Yeah, it's not the best, is it? When it comes to the guest experience. I think we'll keep that there. Just because we don't want it to look like an empty rock gate thing there. Kind of strange. We have, oh my gosh, these are gigantic. And then yeah, I like that. Okay. You're just kind of random, aren't you? There's a lot of sidetrack, like, kind of happening here is there, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's go ahead and fill those up. I like love the way that looks right there. The sun just kind of coming over now. Wow. Okay. Now, our Velociraptors are definitely waiting. Oh, no. Look, I was about to release the Velociraptor into the Lokiceratops enclosure. That would have been terrible. And we'll go ahead and make our next enclosure. This is where I'm gonna place a lagoon. And right here, how far do I got? Okay. Perfect. I want to try, let's see here. There is an attraction where I believe best for herbivores, best for carnivores. Here it is. Tours also improve transport by reduced point. Tours will also improve. Does that say the same thing on the last paragraph? It does, doesn't it? Okay. I downloaded this just for this reason. Okay. Maybe right there. Although, should I make my enclosure first? Or make the path of this first? Let's try the path first, and then...
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Lokiceratops to the park.
Yeah, let's do this.
Delivery has been completed. Assets in the air.
Kind of an odd shape. Just don't mind me. Okay. Now, this is all new to me, and I'm gonna figure out how do we add. Would I just add the gate right over here? Would that be okay? I wonder.
Some dinosaurs have a bias towards needing authority. The alpha tends to take that role. An organized group of dinosaurs can be a dangerous one, so we should keep an eye on this.
Are they talking about the Lokiceratops? I hope so. I was like, for a second, I was like, did I actually place a Velociraptor where it shouldn't have been? They wanted more adults, right? I didn't do something, yeah. Adult population now is at 4. Cohabitation discomfort is 0. Is anything being reduced here by the addition of more? Yeah, ground fiber. I knew it. Alright. It was easy fix. I will have to come back and check on that because they will be eating the plants, right? So those will disappear. And for this, not the gate, but where is the path again? How? Okay, there we go. You know what? I think I need to make my enclosure and make this through that. That's honestly the best way to do this. I'm sorry, guys. Just gonna quickly... I really having to delete all this at the same time? That should not be a thing. Okay. Make sure we don't spend too much time on that. Let's get the gate in. Classic heavy fence. Okay. So the gate can go right about here. Yeah. And it'll come enter here. Yeah. Okay. I think I know what needs to be done. We are almost, we're getting it. We are gonna make sure we do this right. And they were level 5, right? I'm gonna add this in the back just so I know how far back they are actually. This is quite the large enclosure. Right? This is really big. And power. Okay, so we're gonna need power for our attraction as well. So gyroscope, alpine. Again, credit to the amazing builders on the workshop. Why is my snap on? Toggle snap. Shift. There it is. Okay, now it's off. I think I need enough of a gap for the ride to go in and then out. Okay. And I think... will this work actually? No. We're gonna need a lot more power. Ah, I don't like that. Maybe we put this here. Because it does take care of our attraction as well. And then we'll need to place something back there. Okay. Let's hope this works. There you go. Okay. Good luck to those that are gonna ride this, because this is gonna be kind of scary. You're gonna be dealing with some velociraptors. I don't know, but yeah, we'll have to give it a ride ourselves. And connect right there. Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, go for the ride of a lifetime at our gyrosphere attraction.
No, because it is a... I wish we could actually do this. Edit your route. At a gate. Can I... No, because it's obstructed, right? Maybe like this? Oh, that's too bad. I wish we... No, not that. I had thought we could actually add... Okay, no worries. We do need a photo booth though, to capture some special moments for our guests as they're freaking out, as I know I would. I hope our velociraptors don't mind the random stuff. We need power here because they will terrorize the rest of the guests. Oh no. Will this power... This, just for testing purposes? Yes, it will. Okay, cool. I just want to cover that up. Is that not our? Yeah, that's our. Awesome. Let's get our Velociraptor in there. This should be fun. I'm gonna do traditional release because I have not seen these guys before. In the game at least. You guys ready? I'm ready. Let's do it. Okay. Oh, they are fast. Wow. Look at those claws. No, don't fight yet. Not yet. No, I'm not scared.
Our
You're scared.
scientists, and especially our PR team, will no doubt be delighted to have this dino in our collection. The Velociraptor is a real crowd pleaser. It's also among the cleverest of dinosaurs, so keep an eye on it. Seriously, because it is definitely keeping an eye on us.
Oh no. Thank you for, warning me. That's not scary at all. Yeah, that's a Velociraptor. Cool. And then for our other ones, we will do a airlift release.
Collecting asset.
Good luck to the guest on that ride. Oh no. Go ahead and select them. Clear.
Asset to be collected.
We may need to increase the size of this. I don't know if that's going to be large enough. And once they're in here, we will also check out what they need. I'm going to need every single camera that's available in the game.
Transporting asset.
That's the exit gate, so I don't want to block that. And then I can definitely get one back here. Yes, that's perfect. And then we are going to need some power. Let's make sure we take care of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, from a Velociraptor to the park.
So they have up to 10 assignments. Places they can be assigned to.
Transporting asset.
I'm gonna dress this up a little bit just so it looks cool. But where are the Velociraptor? Just make sure this, as well as a ranger post for status checks. We will definitely need all of this. Did I add 2 ranger teams? Okay, and here we are. Where are they? Oh, they're not too big. Okay. Let's make sure you guys have everything you need. You are definitely missing cover. You need some water. That's fair. Let's make sure that we don't...
Asset delivery confirmed.
I think a nice pond here would be cool. That's not getting onto the path, right? Okay. Yeah. I like that. And then we'll add maybe some water back here. That's cool. It kind of just gets elevated. I like that. Okay, we'll get on water. Pray. Definitely get some feeders near the guest. And because how many do we have in here? I have to double check that. Is that enough? Yeah, we got 3.
Asset delivered.
And you need cover. So we've been using this throughout the park, so let's go ahead and continue that. Go ahead and cover up our metal fence as well. What is that? Dinosaurs fighting? Where? Where? Oh no, right next to the guest. No. They got out just at the moment and he ran away. He or she. What happened there? Didn't want to do it? I'm glad. Fighting does not solve anything. Okay. I don't like that ominous music. I'm not a fan. Yeah, it's still looking just too bare to me. Where are you? Oh, that sounds so cool. No, this we actually can put around here. Yeah, I like that. Because those trees aren't too, like, ridiculous when it comes to cover. Or just, like, blocking any kind of view. And we should definitely give the guests who don't want to ride it and be in there a chance to also enjoy this. Yeah, I think that'll be perfect. And one back here, maybe? I'm not going to put a gallery inside because you already have the ride. I do like the idea of these viewing platforms. It does work really well. What do you mean you need power? There's power right there. Okay, cool. I hope it's not too far for some things. Let's hope. Let's just hope. Is that a power thing? Is that it? I think that is a generator. Alright, we will need to take care of that. I forgot that that spot really isn't most ideal. We'll put something here. Maybe a restaurant.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new viewing platform ready for you to gain.
What's
an
bothering me
elevated view
is
of our
that...
wonderful dinosaurs.
Okay, there's guest here. Why is nobody walking on the paths? I hope someone can help me figure that out. What do you mean vehicle under threat? Oh no. Run! No. Yeah, see? There you go. What are you doing? You have everything you want. Okay, we're good on the social needs. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Who? Okay, the helicopter? Yeah, makes sense. So they don't mess with the gyro, like... This is a gyro station. What are these called? Gyrospheres, maybe? They don't really mess with that, huh? That's great. Can someone help me figure out why I'm not having guests or employees or staff walking along the path? Because I think half the fun or some of the fun is just seeing that and then a storm breaks out and then, you know? Because they're in the viewing galleries or on the attractions, they're in the restaurants and such, but they're not really on our paths. I hope somebody can tell me the reason for that. I'm gonna try something and let's see if that makes a difference. Replace. Yeah, okay. We'll see if this does anything. Is there maybe a path that the guests won't walk on? I don't know why I'm changing it all. I should first check if it works. Your guests are complaining about the lack of amenities, place amenities where there are a lot of guests to maximize profit. Okay. There must be a way. Our dinosaur appeal is still too low. Okay, so we need to definitely bring this up, but we need to add more dinosaurs. And I do not blame them at all. So, can I have an enclosure here? Our lagoon will be right here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I'm hoping for some snow. I'd like to see what everything looks like in snow right now. And go ahead. Oh no, there's a storm. Now if I turn the shelter on, will they come over here? I wonder. No, they're just chilling. As we have one shelter. Am I making things too far, like just stretched out? Is that, is there a possibility of that as well? Cool. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. If you guys can tell me... That looks terrible. If you guys can tell me if there's something I'm doing wrong or missing here. If the whole thing I'm doing with the pads, does that even need to be changed, to be honest? Because that was my guess, was maybe I put down a staff pad. Although I don't see like an actual option that says staff pad. So I'm not sure what that means. I'm just changing all these to the path I used in the previous map with game. Just hoping maybe it'll fix it. Okay, I think I got it all. It's that one right there. Okay. Yeah, that's a little disheartening to not have them walking around. I like when they're struggling with the storm when it's coming in. I'm not trying to sound evil, but you know it's kind of funny. Let's just get more amenities in for now. Just so. Let's not try to run over the guest, yeah? And this was what was this? So I can change the products. Oh, that's so cool. Dal? This is an Indian dish called dal, which is lentil curry. I wonder if that's the same, because it's not spelled like that. Although some places might spell it like that, but it's cool we can do that though. It's throwing me off why I'm not seeing people on the paths. It just feels like a ghost town. Although people are just, they're sitting on the benches, they're sitting on the tables. Okay, we're gonna keep going. We're not gonna let that bring us down. Let's go ahead and put a lagoon here. And we'll put another exhibit here where we'll do a whole mix of dinosaurs. We'll figure that out as we're building the lagoon. And not too bad of a start. Yeah, I'm happy with it. And then we just have a little bit of space here. We can get another staff area, right over here, so that our staff on this side isn't being overworked. But I love this. There's so many cool ideas to do with this type of attraction. I can't wait to get into that. There you are. Oh, you guys are so cool. Let's get you some more foliage and such. Is that a goat? Yes, it is. You do need more water. It's kind of on the cusp of, just too little or not. It's kind of raised there. We don't want to do that. A little bit on the path, but I think it works really well. Okay. Poor goat. You just hear them in the background sometimes. You're like, oh, I'm so sorry. What's gonna happen to you? I do like this. And something I didn't realize is how can we do a nest? Although, do we want more Velociraptor? Yes, of course we do. What am I talking about? Who doesn't want more Velociraptor? Medium nesting. So they don't need that much privacy, looks like. That's cool. Let's go ahead and... Why are the goats running to that? I'm not sure. That nest is not for you guys. Where are you? Where are you? Actually, I keep thinking I need to use them to get to the nature. Oh, that's wonderful. Makes me happy. I could just add the shrubbery myself. I don't know why I'm making it hard on myself. Taiga. Maybe temperate. Just want to give our friends here some privacy. Because why not? With the, what is it? The trunks, the stumps? It must be called the pine tree in this game too, right? Himalayan pine? Oh, that's so cool. I want to start doing things more like that. I don't want to get too used to the brush, although it makes things easy. That's for sure. This is very small. Ponderosa pine. Yes. I'm familiar with these from Planet Coaster. These are great. We'll go ahead and cover up our little boxes there, electrical boxes. Okay, I like that. Shelter should be closed. Will people walk out of
We
there?
apologize for any inconvenience experienced during our
Speed
recent
that up a little
handling
bit.
of anomalous events.
I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I really hope somebody in the comments lets me know. Because I don't want her to... Oh, definitely, I'm gonna post this video. I'm having a lot of fun. I think it's really cool to also... I've learned even new things in this episode. But I'd like to hear from you guys. What you guys... Maybe you know I'm doing something wrong, or I'm missing something. And so I would love to hear what I'm doing wrong as to why guests aren't on the pads. Let's get our lagoon in. Sorry, that would be under enclosures. Let's see. We should probably have the nest, or not nest, the hatchery probably right here. We can go this way? Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. And here we are. Now I had downloaded one right here. I think this is so cool because I had an idea to do the rocks along the lagoon to make it look like it's naturally been there. But maybe this is too much? Yeah, it really is kind of too much. I can just hand place them around just to make it so it's not taking up so much of the lagoon real estate, right? That should be good. And connect this path right here. Get our team assigned, right? Yeah.
No problem.
Additional bays if we need it. And extra scientists. Awesome. Okay. Should make like an island there, right? I wonder if I just make a circle. Oh, the lake looks different now. I didn't see that from before. Just had a complete like ADD moment, or you know when a dog sees a squirrel and they're just like squirrel. I just had that literally. Okay, let's see. No way. I'm sorry guys, I'm doing it again. But I didn't know that they already have eggs. Okay. In 40 seconds? Alright, last episode we missed the egg hatching of, I believe it was a Microceratops? Micro something? And I was kind of sad. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit sad that we missed that. So it's about 30 seconds, and then honestly, let's just go wait there. I was gonna see if I can get something going at the lagoon, but I don't want to miss this. Baby Velociraptors, I don't even know what that's gonna look like, but I'm very curious. This looks really cool actually. The gyrospheres going around. Okay. Yes!
Ah, okay, now you're breeding Velociraptors.
Yes.
I see. Well, as far as I know, they were the first dinosaur that bred in the wild, despite Dr. Wu's insistence that no modern dinosaur ever would. You know, it seemed so very, very terrifying at the time. Who knew that greater global chaos would soon follow? Well, I suppose I did.
Oh, they're so cute. Oh. Are you serious right now? I know you'll tear me to shreds, but you're so cute. Grab its own tail. Oh my goodness, that's adorable. Oh. How can you, you know, be afraid of that or mad at that or anything? And then when it grows up, it just wants to eat your face. Oh, that's cool. You guys are lucky. You're gonna see baby Velociraptor. Yeah, they're not too like. Oh, poor goat. Oh, poor goat. Sorry. But yeah, they're not size-wise like that much smaller than the adults. That's pretty interesting. Okay. I do wonder how accurate the game is when it comes to actual sizes of dinosaurs. Alright. I keep hoping that I'm going to see guests. Alright, let's go ahead and get our lagoon started. Okay, so we need to add viewing galleries, as well as, let's first get a dinosaur synthesize. Last time we had done the Megalodon, but this time, this guy's really cool. I wonder, how large are you? Meter? Okay. And 1.1 tons. You are weigh a lot. Okay, so you're just... Are you the biggest? 2 meters. I can't imagine those being too big. I don't know how I feel about you. So Megalodon is the biggest, huh? Yep. I am curious to see this guy. Let's do that. And we'll do random as well. Are you... I wonder if they're, you know... Yeah, I just want to see what they... how they... I just feel like they're big. I know this says 1 meter, but I'm very curious. Yeah, let's try it. Okay. It'd be cool if we can change this, like, the fence. Or I'm hoping in an update in the future we can really get a more like freedom to mess with the lagoon. I think that'd be really cool. Okay, no negatives. That's cool. Only one long-lived. We'll do female because they do carry the eggs. We'll do 2 males, 2 females. Perfect. Yeah, that works. Okay, so we'll wait for that. Let's get some viewing galleries done. This is the lagoon view. Let's do that. Right in the center. And for the entrance, we can probably... Is there power over here? No. But I do believe with the generator, we have power here. I do want the path, like, I almost said path, kind of weird. Path. I do want the path to continue this way, so let's make sure we don't block that. And what is this? Let's see. That'd be cool in a tropical setting, so we'll keep going with the same alpine style structure. Sorry, had something in my throat there. Okay. And those are connected, right? Yeah, perfect. And then as for this, I want to do the same idea where one is raised and one is lowered. Do we have them next to each other? And then maybe place one over here. Same, like, concept. One lower, one raise, one lower, one raise. Do we do that? Maybe. Let's see. Let's do the path. I don't think it's going to let us do anything until we put a path down.
Ladies and gentlemen, we
And
have added a new lagoon viewing gallery, ready for you to observe our marvelous marine reptiles.
just have that go out there. Perfect. We do need power. I'm sure we're gonna need something, like, I mean, there's gonna be things here, so we're gonna need power for that too. So let's place a generator in a way that it powers everything. And the best spot for that might be, let's see what the radius looks like again. Okay. Maybe tucked here. Building can be here. That sort of covers it up. I think that might be the best option. Yeah, let's do that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have added a new lagoon viewing gallery, ready for you to
We'll go
observe
ahead and lower
our
this one.
marvelous marine reptiles.
And lower this one. Although, maybe 2 raised ones would be good, right? No, I think these guys are going to be hanging out downstairs. Alright, let's see what they look like. Oh, I'm already releasing them? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, they look really cool. I don't know what they remind me of. It's the bases like their body is reminding me of something. I think I was gonna say base. Their body really is reminding me of a certain fish that I can't think of right now. The whole long neck is, you know, just like the Brachiosaurus or any other I forget the family that Brachiosaurus are from.
The
but
incredible Attenborosaurus was named after naturalist and documentarian David Attenborough. It would be an honor having any prehistoric animal named after you, let alone this majestic reptile. This site has a celebrity in its midst.
wow. What an honor for David Attenborough. That's amazing. And they really are like majestic. You guys are in for a treat pretty soon here. We can definitely, depending on, you know, social needs. Yeah, there's enough females. Males, it's over. Wonder how that works. Adult population. How many can I fit in there? We'll have to find out. How does this work? So it just goes along the wall? Okay, cool. Definitely get those near the viewing points. So guest can see, yeah. And then we just one for privacy. Sometimes you want to eat some lunch and not be bothered. Open water, we have a lot. So I wonder if I place a nest, will we be good, like enough space to have babies? Will there be overcrowding or any issues? I hope not. Marine animal nesting. Is that okay? Let's see what that looks like. I wonder if I can get a view of them down here. Doesn't really look like it. I don't think they've made their way this way yet. Well, they know how to entertain. They're just hanging out right here in front of the guest. Is that fish? It's a fish feeder. Oh, okay. What does this mean? Dispense once now? Something's coming out. Is it the same thing? Are these little fishies? Oh, that's how I go in the water? Or am I stuck in the water? I think I'm stuck. No. Okay. I want to see if I can get close enough. I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. Okay. Let's see if we can... Nope. It just takes me right deep into the water. Alright. Let's see how our friend here eats. I don't really see the fish though. Oh, there. No? What is that? That's just some smudge, it looks like. I wonder. Okay. Oops. Alright. Well, I think it's really cool. I'm happy with them. And let's see if I can do the idea I had. Oops. Forgot we're in slow motion. I was like, they move really slow. Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's pretty fast. Okay, we have guests and employees and staff and all of that such. But they are not walking out here. I'm not going to worry about that. We will figure that out later. Definitely figure that out off camera. Okay. Waterfall? Anybody? Anyone affiliated a waterfall here? Because I definitely am. And why not? make this a little thicker back here. And then I think shallow water should be fine. What is that? Dinosaur fighting? No way. These guys fight? They're not fighting now. That music switched up on us really fast, didn't it? It was like, da da da. That's really cool. I hope I can keep that as it is. Okay. I messed that up. So what I'm assuming is happening is that I have not raised this high enough. That's my guess. Sorry. I don't see any other way that, right? And right here, you know, we can have a restaurant. They have a little bit of a waterfall view too. I think that'd be wonderful. Oh, we lost our big rock. It's okay. We can hand add one or manually add another one. And let's try that again. I think that should be high enough. Maybe it has to do with my intensity, possibly. Okay, there we go. Got something. I don't think it's gonna work if... Oops. Not sure what happened there. Animal is pregnant. Marine animal is now carrying life. That's awesome. Okay. First time I'm gonna see... Because I don't think we did that with the megalodons last episode. Maybe I need to add deep water. On the bottom. Okay. We're getting there. I believe in us. Okay. There we go. No. No. No, we lost it all. Okay. We're gonna do this. Believe we're gonna do this. Okay, okay. Oh, I like that. I don't know. Yeah, okay. This is a very sensitive project or situation right now. I don't like the way that rock is sticking out. Let's see. There you go. And can we do something here? Yes. That's lovely. I love it. I love it. Yes. With that backdrop right there, snowy mountains, and you have the lake. That's amazing. I wonder if this is going to be a theme of mine, where I just place waterfalls along a lagoon. I think so. Oh. Oh, hey. We got some more baby velociraptors. That's awesome. Are these the parrots?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome the Velociraptor to the park.
Oh.
Life began in the seas. The life that you just bred in particular
That's so cool.
began there many millions of years ago. But now it returns.
Amazing.
And not a genetically engineered
really is
creation
amazing.
either. Regular,
I mean, 1,
naturally
2,
bred
3,
life.
4.
I'd find it
I think
beautiful.
that's adult.
If
So
not for all
4
the,
baby
traumatic experiences.
Attenborosaurus? Attenborosaurus, right? Wow. Okay. Are they missing anything? We're still good on the area, the water, open water space. Okay. Great. Cohabitation discomfort. So we want that to be 0%. That's fine. Some of these things I don't check, and I should. Appeal is up. That's good. I wonder if this makes overall park appeal a lot better. Number of different species. We need to bring that up. kind of bring this up, we can do a lot better. This has also dropped, and I believe that has to do with the extension of paths. We still have 0 guests and staff on our paths. That is very sad. Is that a Jurassic Park helicopter? I don't remember. Maybe that's from the arrival point. That could be where it's coming from. Ranger. Okay. Do I need to add a operations? Sorry. Maintenance? I think I will. And security should be fine. We don't really need to add that. I'm assuming. It's not like these guys are gonna, you know, break out. I don't see that happening. And if they do break out this way, somehow, if that happens, somehow, good luck. I mean, I would love for you guys to have all that space of water, but I don't know if you'll survive in that type of water environment. I don't think they will. Okay. So let's put something here for the guest. Let's get... I wonder if we can fit a plaza. Where are my blueprints? Is this a viewing dome? Doesn't seem like it goes up. Okay. No, it doesn't get raised. Let's see how that looks really fast here. Nope. I wonder... That's an amenity. I want to figure that one out. I would love to use that at some point here. But let's get a... It's arrival, battery, hotel, shop. We had already placed one of those. Hotel. A hotel would be really cool here, but I think what makes the most sense is a shop. Tour. Yeah, I kind of like this. Let's turn off snap toggle. How do we want to place this though? That's the real question. Maybe like this. And then that's an amenity. Luxury Lagoon Bar and Gallery? What is this? So this connects to the lagoon. That's really cool actually. Wow. And it's obstructed by what though? There I get food, but back there the food is only right there. So here there really shouldn't be any obstruction. I wonder. That's kind of strange. Let's just go ahead and hand place some of these here, and then we'll make a little plaza for the guest. That was food, I believe. Yeah. Okay. Wonderful. want to see if we can make this larger. It's a very tricky thing to do in this game. Yes. I think that's the secret. Okay. All of it's open. And we'll go ahead and... Wow. They are busy. Or they are keeping busy. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that wouldn't make too much sense there, right? And do we have not awnings, but I believe they're called... Ooh. I'm so sorry to the guests that are about to be deleted, but this is exactly what I wanted. We'll place a few of these right next to the shops, just as casual seating. And right in the center is where we'll have the, I believe they're called the tables with parasols, I think. You guys please let me know. Okay. It's a nice little seating area. The guests seem to like it because they're already here. Just tell me why you're not walking throughout the park though. Why are you hurting my feelings? Why are you doing this to me? Oh man. I really hope one of you guys let me know in the comments why that's happening. Okay. I'm really happy with this. This looks pretty cool. Just have to dress it up a little bit. Everyone's happy here. Is this not the same one that's been tranquilized since like way earlier? That's kind of worrisome that you've been asleep this whole time. Is it happening? It is. We're about to have a very busy lagoon here. I hope we have enough space. Let's see. I don't know why that came up. Open water. So was at, I believe, 800 something, then went to 700. Now we're at 400, so either we get rid of the nest, which might have to be something we do, because we definitely got to add more feeders. How do we check that without having to click on a dinosaur? There must be a way. Nope. So is that something we just have to get from them right here? Looks like it. Okay. Since there are more of you, I really hope we don't reach capacity and then we have to figure out what to do after that. Is this the other path? Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and get another dinosaur enclosure. How much do we have space-wise? It's quite a bit. Okay. I will go ahead and delete this. And let's go ahead and figure out what type of dinosaur we want next. First of all, do we add another attraction for that? Just because I think it becomes practice on how to use these attractions. This is the... So for this, I will need to fill this area up with water. Maybe add a fence that goes around there. Water comes around here, path. I want to test that. Let's see. If I come to this side, Let's start with deep water for now, and then just to get the outline out. And then we'll make the adjustments we need to make afterwards. Okay. I do like how that's kind of rising up there. Along here. We're not going to be putting water dinosaurs all throughout that, so I should think about that. Oops, sorry. Let's first place the attraction down and see if it will sit on top of shallow water. Okay, it needs deep water. That is good to know. I'm glad we checked that. Okay. Now... Okay. Is that okay? And... let's just get our path figured out here. Perfect. If I click on that, is the path still there? It is. Yeah, I see that. Okay. And now I should be able to groundwater. What does this mean? For some reason I like that. Just gives a little swampy vibe. Although we're not going for swamp, right? This is a alpine type of setting. But it does fit because it's almost like not even a full beach, but something like a beach coming off of the deep water.
Grab your paddles and enjoy a river trip through time on the Cretaceous cruise.
What direction did they come out of? Okay. Let's take the idea I have. We do need a fence. Not a fence, but maybe an enclosure. Invisible. Oh, I love that. They automatically give us the enclosure. Okay. Playing it very tight here. Okay. Maybe come around here. Yep. How far do we have to go out? Okay. Awesome. We do need power. We can take care of that right here. I believe that's outside. I believe not now. Right here? Right here? Okay. Awesome. That powers that. And now... is this... I want to make an island in between the path of the riders. I maybe need to get rid of the water first, and then we can do that. Just to give our dinosaurs enough space, because I don't think they need that much water. We just needed the water for the ride path. Almost like a, I believe this is called a peninsula, right? Kind of looks like that. And just build that side out too. Wherever we can. Okay. Not sure what happened there. Can I...
Para mayor
Where's the
seguridad,
taiga?
nuestros kayaks están
There it
hechos
is.
de un material increíblemente resistente que puede soportar.
Maybe we don't do the water idea ahead? Yeah, let's just keep it to right about there. Was that groundwater? What is the other?
Remember, if your kayak becomes beached at any point in the tour,
Yeah.
remain seated and our expert staff will come to you.
Okay. Are kayakers going? Yes, they are. That looks really cool. Something I haven't done, and I need to remind myself to do, is just walk along our path, ride our rides. So let's really quickly... You know what? We'll do this towards the end. Because I want to get a good glimpse on everything here. And I wonder if we can do that in the snow. That'd be really cool. Okay. Now where is... We can probably place all kinds of dinosaurs into this, if I'm correct. And why not just have a hatchery right back here? Because I believe we will actually... It's not going to be just 1, 2, or 3. It's going to be several types of dinosaurs. I wonder if this is smart. Or possible. That's okay. We'll just fly them over. No worries at all. We'll get a few synthesized and bring them over. No, we can't do the carnivores. It has to be herbivores. Let's get some exciting dinosaurs in here. We'll definitely do some long necks. We had done the Brachiosaurus last time. Brachiosaurus last time. So let's maybe do this guy. Okay. Should also make sure that, you know, the space is enough for them. And so for that we'll need just probably small to medium from now on. Oh, this guy is so cool. We have the Lokiceratops on one side. If you guys remember this little guy, it's so adorable. Yeah, we're gonna do this guy. There's too many good colors to choose from. Okay. Alright, and...
Synthesis procedure.
Wow, that was fast. Okay, no negatives, that's great. Whoa. Do you see that size difference? But the male here is the same size as the female. Interesting. Do 2 females and this male. This guy's huge. What the heck? Okay. How long is the synthesize on it? Perfect. Large appetite. I will make sure we have all of the plants and trees you need. Go ahead and get a female. Do we want female? Or male? Could probably put a nest, but it would have to be a large nest and that would take up a lot of space. We'll do a male. You require a lot of scientists. Alright, and let's go ahead and release. Again, losing sight of where I need to go. Does the hearts mean that it can go in here? That's interesting.
Select an asset. Heading to pick up the asset.
And you are almost ready as well. Amazing.
Synthesis procedure complete.
Why?
Patient personnel, please stand by.
Maybe that all the helicopters are being used?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a
Let's see.
Kentrosaurus to the
We'll wait. Maybe we're only allowed to take 3 at a time? Let's go ahead and actually get another dinosaur synthesize. Because I do want to fill that area up. I think the guests will have a great time as they're canoeing. They're just seeing all kinds of cool creatures. I still don't trust this one. I really don't.
Overraptor.
Overraptor. Nope. Same with this guy. No, no, no. Excuse me. No, no, no. I really like that. Oh, that's so cool. Let's try to get something a little different. Yeah, there's something about it. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. A little less intimidating when you do the different colors. You guys hear that, right? Oh, that's cool. Oh, so I can spot you earlier, or spot you easily, so I can avoid you easily. And then our scientists are back. You need a lot as well.
Asset in transit.
Okay, I wonder if we need to do something about that. Let's go ahead and release you.
Synthesis
Oh,
procedure
my goodness.
complete. Incubation personnel, please stand by.
Where are you? Oh, my gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are
You
pleased
can
to
barely
welcome
see the body.
Kentrosaurus to the park.
This pattern and do you see the background? Is that my thumbnail? Oh no. That's possibly the greatest thing ever. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I should have laughed so hard at that. I might be the only one laughing at that. And it just gets flung around in the background. That's a beautiful dinosaur. Oh, that was cool with the moon coming over there. Where are you? Oh, turned around again. Wow. Look at this guy.
The enormous Patagotitan, one of the largest animals ever to roam the earth. They might seem intimidating and huge, but these animals are actually gentle herbivores. Give them their space, treat them right, and they'll absolutely amaze our guests.
I may have chosen the
The
wrong...
name Kentrosaurus supposedly means prickle lizard. Considering it can swing that spiky tail at 30 miles an hour, you'd be lucky to walk away with just a prickle, huh?
I don't know if we're gonna be able to transport this guy. I really hope we are. Okay. Give you your space. I know you're gonna need it.
Asset has been transported.
It's gonna be pretty crazy seeing him just being transported over everything, huh? I have a feeling it is. Okay. You are just gonna be airlifted over there. I'm too scared of you. Okay. Can I automate the bay on that? No. Does that, if you automate the bay, does that mean it just automates on the previous dinosaur? I'm gonna have to look into that. Look at that dinosaur, wow. Forget the name. Yep. Trying to get that right angle. Is this, so this dinosaur is bigger than the Brachiosaurus? Is that what they're saying or telling us? Kind of want a Brachiosaurus now in the same enclosure so we can compare. You guys are about to have the coolest experience. Where are our other friends? There you are. Okay.
First thing they teach you in the real estate game is location, location, location. I think even the dinosaurs can understand that. So make sure your scenery delivers.
Did I do something wrong? Is that what they're trying to tell me? I feel like that's what they're trying to tell me. They need so much ground fiber, it's kind of crazy. And I hope you also need ground fiber. Everything else looks good, but we'll just make sure that there's enough of it for you. Okay. So cover got hurt.
Therizinosaurus may be an herbivore, but you could have fooled me looking at those claws. Either way, this dinosaur's unique physiology gives it a real presence. And presence always draws in a crowd. Glad to have this one on site.
Are they stuck on this island? Oh my gosh. Please tell me you... Wow, they are a lot bigger than I thought. You are so much bigger.
Please make sure to row your kayaks as smoothly as possible to avoid disturbing the animals.
Who's messing with the dinosaurs? Can you go to the... I may have not thought this through that great. This little peninsula is not going to do for our friend here. Are you stuck here? I would like for you to have your own space.
For your added safety.
Let's first take care of this.
No problem.
And also get the ranger unit in. Seems pretty centered. Sign.
Okay, understood.
Okay.
To the list.
I might need you, unless, can you cross the deep water? You can't, okay. So sorry. We'll need to take care of that for you. Can I see how this looks? Oh, I heard something. Please tell me you're not behind me. Okay. Another canoe, maybe? Yeah. Oh, my goodness. That was awesome. The timing on that. Are we about to just get smacked by the tail? Okay. Alright, that was close. Nope, we definitely are now. Oh, wow. That is some almost movie-like timing. You know how it just ends up working out? Somehow. Alright. He's like, you know, I need more space. I'm coming to your guys' area. This is really cool. I will find a way to make... I need to make these areas a lot bigger for them. But this is almost like 3 different attractions all in one area. And still no guest on the path. Why is this happening? We have so many things for you to do, and I feel like we have amenities. We have, okay, 50%. I'm pretty sure I was still way low on this in the last episode, and I had way, everybody was just walking about. Okay, coverage. These stats are close to the last one too, so I'm not sure. But I really like the way everything's turned out. It can definitely, you know, it can definitely be better when it comes to some more scenery and such. But I think what threw me off was not having guests on the path, as well as the staff. It kind of, I don't know. It doesn't make the park seem full. It's too empty. Doesn't seem like I'm open for business, even though there's every guest is in the viewing galleries and such. But I'm really happy with the way, you know, I really figured out how the path, not just the paths, but the power works using the substations a lot better now. The backdrop on this map is so amazing. Might be one of my favorites. Even, I mean, I've only played 2 maps so far, and whatever was in the campaign, but this is so beautiful. Fountain there. The finicky camera. Just love it all. I'm being sarcastic, but not about the loving it. I'm really having so much fun. Yeah, see? They're here. But why are you not walking here? I must be missing something. I have to keep an eye on stuff like that. That was not good. But when you place everything together, it really does look good. From the top view, it does. We're gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore that. Please do. Yeah, this is cool. See? No guest for you to run over today. But yeah, I think filling in these kind of areas is key, and I can definitely add more shrubbery, of course. Sorry for the fast camera movement, guys. I really need to figure out the sensitivity on this. But it really does look amazing. Can I just walk right in? No, I can't. Aw, that's so cute. Wow. And then we've got our ride here. Let's go ahead and take a ride on that. Patrol target and X. Ranger teasing can front right to patrol. Which one is that? This? I'm assuming it has to do with the deep water. We're gonna have to look into that. Storm warning? Wonderful. Oh, did I see manual control? What? Oh, what? You're kidding me. Forget the path. We're making our own path, okay? We're going straight to find some Velociraptors. Look at you. Can I crash into you? No, I can't. They just slowed me down. They're like, we know what you were gonna do, and we had to stop it. So can't go in water either. Okay. So I do have my restrictions, but I'm so happy I can just kind of ride this wherever. Hey. I don't want to annoy you. That's so cool. That's so cool. They let us do that. Question. Oh. Oh my. How are we always catching these moments? And I'm happy we do. Oh, wow. Okay. That was amazing. Oh, and you can see the long neck from here. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. Yep. You can do it. You can totally just go wherever you want to with these. Can I enter another ride? Please tell me I can. Oh. Oh no. Wait. Okay, so we found our limits. Okay. We know. Now we know. Are there guests in there? Okay. Please tell me they have enough oxygen. Okay, we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. They need status check, and how are we to do that? I've seen the ATVs come over here. Was that the issue they were trying to tell us? Okay, it's something I'm gonna have to figure out. See, they shouldn't let me have manual control. This is not good for you guys. Because I will do things like we did earlier.
Remember, if your
I know all the
kayak
dinosaurs are over
becomes
here.
engaged at any
Is
point
there a way
in
for
the
me to
tour,
speed this up?
remain seated
Nope.
and our
I'm sorry. I just completely...
will come to you.
I'm so sorry to the guests. I just keep throwing them into horrible spots. I just wanted to see if we can... Yeah, there it is. Okay. Wow. That's really cool. I actually feel relaxed sitting here with the water underneath the kayak. You got the moon in the sky, beautiful stars, amazing mountain ranges and snow, and then you have this guy right there. I think I'm relaxed because I know he's not going to bite me or take me out, so... But wow, okay. I think we're relaxing a little bit too much. And then over here we had our amazing... What were they called? Oops. Do we have another view? There's definitely a lot of fishies, which is cool. Oh, we see one right there. I wonder if that's an adult or a juvenile. I think that's a juvenile and that's an adult. Just by looking at the size. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. I love it. It really is so cool. There's so much to do in this game. And our good friends the Lokiceratops. The first dinosaur we started out with. This was wonderful. I wish we had more moments with snow. But we'll definitely get an episode in where it's probably going to be just all snow the whole time. See if we can build around that and how that affects the dinosaurs. We'll figure out this. This was almost just like a test to see how I can make this happen. I wanted to know how you're supposed to build the fence around. And now we know. And the other thing we know is that you need the land part. If you're going to have dinosaurs like this, land dinosaurs that are herbivores, you need a lot more space for them. So figuring out how to minimize the kayak route, as well as if it's possible to do shallow water. Let me try that really fast. It is. Oh, wow. So where do we need the deep water? Is it just right here? Okay. That's really good to know. I love that. Wait, how does this work? How does the kayak... Let's see. Do you have enough gap between the water and the ground? Yeah, you do. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. Wow. So now these guys actually... Oops. Took out your little island there. Now, I believe the ranger teams should be able to access them. And I'm really glad we figured that out. If only, you know, we could figure out the guests on the path and the staff on the path. Alright, so now that I know that, I'm really glad. I think it's just here where you need the deep water. Which makes sense. And then the rest can be shallow. So now they should be able to do routine checks on these guys. Let's go ahead and grab them really fast. This is going to be a far trek for you guys, I'm sorry.
Let's see how it is. Schedule in check.
Yep. Okay. So, speed that up. Are they coming? I think that's them. I can't tell. What is that noise? I think another storm might be heading our way. Yeah, they're heading over there. Awesome. You're just going to cut through here, aren't you? Of course you are. But I'm glad we know that now. But I would love to hear from you guys. Please let me know in the comments why I am not seeing guest on the staff. Or the path. Guest and staff. Just the employees in general. Why they aren't walking on the paths. We have our amenities, like it's sufficient enough. Like coverage wise, bathrooms as well. This I get, but in the last park it was the same situation where we had it 50%, maybe lower, a little bit higher, but it was full. Our paths were full. So, and this isn't staff path, this is just your regular. I used the same path as last time, even though I was testing out the rustic one. I don't think that's a problem though, so I changed it to this, which I used last time. But I'm not sure why I'm still not able to, you know, see anybody or why they're not able to walk on the path. Because the guests are visible, they're riding the rides, they're in the viewing galleries. I don't want to keep going off the same thing. I'm sure somebody will let me know. But I had a lot of fun on this episode. It was really cool to build on this kind of biome. This is a beautiful environment. And seeing the workshop builds that you guys have done, if whoever build these, if they happen to watch the video, like the hotel, the arrival point as well, you guys did an amazing job. And hope you guys enjoyed my first blueprint build here with the bathroom. Very simple, but it was just to get my feet wet in the whole modular building in the game. And I think I'm getting very comfortable with it, so I can't wait to build out a park very soon. And we've definitely learned a lot about that. But I think this is really cool. I can't wait to keep building out more parks. There'll be a lot more episodes in the future. A possible... I'm figuring out a theme, what kind of inspiration to build out a whole park. Completely built from scratch, so I'll definitely do that. And let you guys know when that series comes out. But until next time, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hope you have a wonderful week. Take care. Bye.